Welcome back from Igenge, where the reception ceremony of the Chabazinga of Busoga and also the Inebantu of Busoga is happening right now. As you can see, of course, UBC was right there, of course, giving you details, step details of what is happening from the beginning until the end. UBC Television will give you just that. Welcome to, of course, our first edition of UBC News Tonight on this 18th day of November 2023. I'm Lauryn Masika Kazimoto. Now we start off with our first headlining story this evening. It was all joyous celebrations on the streets of both Kamuli and Mayuge districts as the Chabazinga and Inebantu respectively set off for Jinja to cement their marriage at Christ Cathedral, Bugembe, Busoga Diocese. Both the groom and bride's entourage received a cheerful support as their respective convoys drove to the historical function in Jinja. Hundreds of Busoga loyalists camped at Bugabula Kamuli district at the residence of the Isebantu Chabazinga of Busoga Wilberforce Gabula Nadiope IV to boost the morale of the historical royal wedding. The Isebantu Chabazinga Gabula Nadiope IV came out of his house amid cheers from the large gathering. The Chabazinga Nadiope IV took a minute to wave to the Busoga loyalists who later joined the procession to Jinja. Along the road to Jinja, thousands had already braved the seemingly hot but bright and beautiful African sunshine as they waved to the Chabazinga's convoy. At the welcome roundabout connecting Jinja from Kamuli Road, the ambience is something a passerby needed to feel. The Isebantu Chabazinga Busoga Gabula Nadiope IV reached church at exactly 11 a.m. and was accompanied to the altar by the Katukiro of Busoga, Joseph Muvawala. The Chabazinga's confidence heightened after his eyes sported the clergy led by the Archbishop of Uganda, the Most Reverend Stanley Kazimba Mugalu, and the Chabazinga, after sat on his prepared ceremonial seat. As this was all happening, the mood was not so different in Mayuge, where the bride, Jovia Mutesi, started her journey to church. The Inebantu Jovia Mutesi was first ushered into a cultural custom proceeding, which was led by her aunt and Minister of State for General Duties in the Office of the Prime Minister, Kasule Lumumba. The much-awaited royal wedding of the Chabazinga of Busoga, His Majesty King William Gabula Nadiope IV, with Queen Jovia Mutesi from Mayuge district has been an event that has attracted many people from within and outside Uganda. The wedding was presided over by the Archbishop of the Church of Uganda, Right Reverend Stephen Samuel Kazimba Mugalu.
Hundreds of the subjects of the Chabazinga of Busoga have this Saturday convened at Bugembe Christ Cathedral for the royal wedding of His Highness William Gabula Nadiope IV and Queen Jovia Mutesi. After all guests had taken up their seats, the king himself made his way to the tent that had been gazetted for the church event. Later, he was joined by the Queen Jovia Mutesi, who was accompanied by her father, Stanley Bayole. And there the wedding service commenced.
Twekondye gano mu maiso ga Katonda ni mu maiso ag'ekikunsu kino okuba abaddulirwa nga William ni Jovia bafumbiriganwa mu bufumbo obwamufu.
As is the norm during such church weddings, Right Reverend Samuel Egesa, the Bishop of Bukedi Diocese put the question that most fear to hear.
Aleni basebo ni banyabo obanga galiwo omuntu yena mwene aidhi ensonga ey'amazima erobera William Nadiope ni Jovia Mutesi okuyimbibwa mpegano agikobe buti aye bwe yesirikiriza kimufuiranga ku mwoyo.
The Church of Uganda Archbishop, Right Reverend Stephen Kazimba Mugalu, was the main celebrant.
So if either of you knows a genuine reason as to why you shouldn't be joined together in holy matrimony, would you please declare right now?
And this was the moment when each of them took their marriage vows.
This is my sincere vow.
This is my sincere vow.
The couple then tied the knot.
Jovia Mutes, I give you this ring as a sign of our marriage. With my body, I honor you. All that I am, I give to you.
And after this, no one can divide what God has put together. Archbishop Kazimba also notes that this ceremony should be an open check for unity.
Secondly, people are united. People are united. Now, the Muslims are here. The Catholics are here. You can see the Anglicans are here. The Pentecostals are here. The Basamize are also here. The politicians are here. I can see politicians of yellow, of red, of blue, they're all here. This is a time to be united. It is a time to jubilate because Inebantu is in the house.
In attendance were cultural leaders from Eswatini, Buganda's Queen Sylvia Najenda, Toro and Bunyoro princes and the princesses, among other dignitaries. Government officials included the Vice President of Uganda, Jessica Alupo, Deputy Speaker of Parliament, Thomas Tayebwa, Ministers Rebecca Kadaga, Joyce Nabosa Sebogwao, Kasule Justin Lumumba, and Rukia Isanga Nakadama. Former Vice Presidents Edward Sekandi and Specioza Wandira Kazibwe were also in attendance. From church, the newly wedded couple hosted guests at Igenge Palace in Jinja District as they kick off a new era of their life. Mary Namkose, Robert Onyango.
Now, in attendance of this wonderful, prestigious wedding was, of course, the VP, the Vice President, Jessica Lupo. We also did have the Deputy Speaker of Parliament, Thomas Tayebwa. Also in attendance is the Senior Presidential Advisor on Special Operations, General Kainerugaba Muhoozi, and of course a delegation from Buganda Kingdom led by the Queen of Buganda, Queen Najinda, also a delegation from Toro and Bunyoro kingdoms, and also not forgetting the ministers from central government, among others. Now, in more news this evening, President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni has congratulated the Chabazinga of Busoga, William Gabula Nadiope IV, and his queen, Jovia Mutesi, upon their special day of holy marriage. In a speech delivered by the Vice President, retired Major Jessica Lupo, at Christ Cathedral, Bugembe in Jinja, the President expressed gratitude to the Chabazinga for choosing a life partner, recognizing that family is the nucleus of society. The President donated 20 cows to the couple. Benediga reports.
In the name of God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Jovia Mutesi has officially earned her place in royalty after saying I do to the Chabazinga William Gabula Nadiope IV, and therefore becoming Busoga's 5th queen. The ceremony was presided over by the Archbishop of the Church of Uganda, the Most Reverend Kazimba Mugalu, at Christ's Cathedral in Jinja.
It's not good for Kyabazinga to be alone. It's not good for people to be alone. God saw everything he had created was good.
President Museveni was represented by the Vice President Jessica Alupo, who extended his warm greetings to the people of Busoga, with a special mention to His Highness and Queen Mutesi.
His Excellency the President congratulates you, Your Highness, and the bride on your very special day of the holy matrimony.
President wa Uganda alikoza yozaino baba Kyabazinga nine bantu kuna kula imweru no olwenda ulo lumufule bufumbo bwa mufu.
He thanks you, Your Highness, for getting a lifetime partner, because it is very important to have a lifetime partner, because a family is the nucleus of society.
The President thanked the Kyabazinga for visiting the Omukama of Bunyoro Kitara and highlighted the importance of culture in promoting unity among the people.
In visiting the Royal Highness of Bunyoro Kingdom, you clearly showed that there is interconnectedness between these kingdoms. And His Excellency the President asked me to mention to you, together with other cultural leaders present here, that it is very important to always demonstrate and clearly expose that interconnectedness between us and among us, and he would like the kingdoms to always clearly bring out what brings us together, what connects us together, rather than the differences.
He gifted 20 cows to the couple on their wedding day as a customary gesture, signifying a warm welcome to the bride.
And therefore, he has offered you 20 cows, which is a custom according to him, to welcome the incoming bride, because he is on your side, Your Highness, as your parent. So he is welcoming the bride with 20 cows, which I have brought, and he said it is called Okulabuchira. But in my capacity also as a Mutesi, Your Highness, the Mutesi of Bugweri, who is from Teso, I came with physical cows, two physical cows. I heard His Grace saying that one of the reasons for marriage is procreation. Procreation means we are going to have children very soon, and therefore the children must drink milk. And those cows, according to the vet, when one is having a calf, one will be in calf. So at all times there will be milk in the palace for those children.
The Deputy Speaker of Parliament, Thomas Taibwa, was also part of the congregation, dominated by a collection of politicians, top public figures, and royalty from all over Uganda and beyond.
I'm glad and I'm really happy to say that you remembered that you got authority from God and you have come back to God, the Most High, to bless your wedding. And I'm sure the moment you anchor whatever you do on God, nothing will fail. This marriage we've all witnessed, I'm extremely sure and very sure that it will surpass all expectations, because we shall continue praying for you and wishing you all the blessings.
The first Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for East African Affairs, Rebecca Kadaga, congratulated the couple and thanked the people of Busoga for welcoming the Queen. The ceremony was graced by a number of dignitaries from central government and cultural leaders from other kingdoms.
I love the Kyabazinga. He knows how to make choices. You know, he supports the younger people, and he supports football, and he loves Arsenal. When he chose Arsenal, which is my team, I knew he's a man who knows how to make choices.
Bernard Higa, UBC News.
And while the celebration doesn't end, we take you back to Igenge Palace, where the wedding reception celebration is going on. Enjoy.
No yenga